Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the hauler. It's Mike here with Hills and Haulers Homestead, and I've got the pigs out here at the old pen. I moved their feeders out here, and I'm trying to mix them back in here. I even set them kind of in the middle of the pen with a little bit of food trail, and I'm trying to get them to start eating in here again for a period of time, because I got to get at least one of the males in here and get him penned up in here, because fingers crossed Saturday we're going to be able to do one pig, and I'm hoping to be able to do it weather permitting. I mean, we've had such dry weather here recently. It was dry and dusty and just beautiful. It was even like 74 degrees here yesterday, and it rained all day today, so we're right back at it again. So anyways, I've got an availability, the butcher does, this Saturday. And the only reason I'm going this route is, well, there's two reasons I'm going this route. Number one, this is not our pig per se, even though we've housed it, we've fed it and everything like that. Friends are, this is their pig, and they're going to have a butcher do it. So he's going to come and help me, because I haven't processed a pig since high school. And I know it's like riding a bicycle, and I do deer all the time, well, in season and stuff, but it'd be a good refresher for me. Anyways, so we're hoping to be able to do it Saturday. It's not supposed to rain, it's supposed to be cooler in the lower 40s, so we hope to be able to do it then. And then maybe with the following week I can get one of the other male in here, get him closed in, and then we'll do him with my other friend who the other pig belongs to. So because he's going to process his own, so I'm going to help him do that. But anyways, that's the grand scheme of things. And then after both the guys are gone, both the boys, then I'm going to get the girls in here. I'm going to start feeding them in here again exclusively. And the idea is to open up between here and that meadow and let the girls get up in there so they can get with Boris and eat, root, do all the nasty stuff that they're supposed to do to the ground up there for spring planting to get them bred. And what's it, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days is usually the calendar time, or the gestation time for a pig. And that'll give me better, you know, I can see them and watch and know when it happens, and that way I can kind of keep it, you know, right to the minute here. Not that I'm into that kind of thing, but unfortunately you have to do that when you're breeding. That way you know when your babies are coming. Anyways, so we have been, the last like 10 days, we have been busting our butts. Friends of mine have been coming down, and even the days that him and his son have been able to come down and help, I've been busting my butt. I've got like 80 yards of freaking fence cleared and opened up, and we just need to pull the brush out now. But we've gotten the entire paddock, for the lower paddock in the woods, for the pigs. Everything is in. All the posts are in place, minus 6 wooden posts. So all the T-posts are in, all the insulators are on. The only thing I need to do now is just string the electric, which isn't hard at all. But there's 6 wooden posts I need to set, because I'm putting a gate in. And that way I got to set 2 gate posts plus a corner post, and then a couple inline posts. And that will be for the field fence when we put on the lower side of that for the lambs. And I'll show you guys that in a later video. Right now I'm not going down there because it's slick and it's raining, and I'm back in it again here. So, and that ground down there, I mean, I bought one of those Harbor Freight Predator augers, the handheld 2-cycle auger. Hey, that thing is a beast, man. And I bought the additional, comes with a 6-inch auger bit, and I bought an 8-inch as well. And I'm gonna tell you, that thing is a beast. And you better start, if you get one of those or use one of those, you better start lightly and keep it going slow, because I'll tell you, even though it's a one-man or a 2-man, prefer 2 people on it. Because if you catch a rock or catch a root, that auger might stop, but that engine and handle don't. And it'll throw you like a skinny kid off a daggone merry-go-round, if you remember those things. Because I got thrown around quite a bit myself. But anyways, we're going to do that, and because of the amount of clay that's on that hill down there, I'm just going to put like 40 to 60 pounds of Quikrete in each hole, and that's going to set up my post. Because I set 2 of them, and the one tamped fine, and just 20 feet from it, you couldn't tamp that stuff for nothing. I mean, I had to fight to pull the daggone spud bar out every time I drive it down in there, because it's just so gooey and stuff from the clay. So I'm just going to use Quikrete and be done with it. And we already got another gate set. We got an 8-foot gate set in the woods that comes down from the spring. That way I can, once they come and redevelop the spring, I can run the water right down through there and have that access. And then we're going to set a 10-foot gate between the bottom wooded paddock and the meadow. That way I can have access to and from both of them to run the water and everything. Was supposed to get the shipping container moved yesterday, But the towing company who was going to come and do it, the truck that they have, the big rollback that they have to do it, ended up going to Cincinnati at like 4 o'clock yesterday morning from somewhere, and they didn't get back till way late last night. So unfortunately, the advantage of the dry weather went away with this mess. So I got to get it moved before March 7th. That's all I got to say, because the USDA is coming down March 7th. That thing has to be gone, and there has to be something that resembles a garden there, which I'll till it up, and I'll throw some pumpkin seeds and stuff in there, and say, hey, look, I got pumpkins growing here. And then I have to have that lower paddock fenced in. I don't have to have the field fence in, I just need to have the electric up, and I can do that in about an hour. It really wouldn't take long at all to do that. But I want to go ahead and get those wooden posts in before we do it all and be done with it. So that's, guineas. I got a dozen guineas. So they came, they're brooding in their brooder box in my basement of all places. I ordered 12, got 12. One of them died a couple days later, so we got 11 now. And just because of everything going on, my chickens are not laying up. Well, I'll take that back. Between both breeds, the Delaware broilers are the only ones laying, and I'm only getting 2 eggs a day. I've changed the food. Like you guys, I showed you in previous videos, I've done that custom mix that I found on YouTube that several people were using and saying that it was fine, it was perfect, and it didn't affect their chickens laying. And it may not be the food. It may not be the food. It may be the weather, the season, I don't know yet. But what I did was, just to try things out, I went ahead and ordered 10 pounds of black fly larvae. I went ahead and ordered the Fertile. I think I got 20 or 40 pounds of it, or no, 10 pounds of it, I'm sorry. Fertile NutriBalancer, just in case they were lacking something. And I went ahead and went to Rural King, and I bought a 50-pound bag of their All-Flock pellets for that added protein as well. And I mixed 25 pounds of the All-Flock in with it. I mixed 10 pounds of black fly larvae, soldier fly larvae, and I did the whole 10 pounds of the Fertile, because that's what it called for. And I'll be honest to goodness, I take it out to them in a 5-gallon bucket, because I got a 40-gallon feeder out there in each side. And in 3 days' time, the Delaware broilers had completely emptied that 40-pound feeder, that 25 pounds of feed. So I don't know if there's something nutritionally that they were lacking in what I'd made with that custom mix that I'd found on the internet or on YouTube that everybody else seemed to not be having problems with, or if it was just the fact that it was whatever. I mean, I haven't figured it out yet. But now I've been giving them that for the last week, and I'm still only getting 2 eggs a day, and the American breasts are not laying at all. So I don't know, I may just end up finishing out what I have there and just go back to the conventional mix that Rural King sells, go with the layer pellets and the All-Flock to kind of, and see if that works. And if that works and resolves the issue, then I'll stay with that. But I can't see that they would be lacking anything from what I'm feeding them based on all of the nutrition information. But I'm no chicken expert, guys. I'm really not. I'm just doing what I think would be better, and that other people have reported success with, and everything else, and it's just not working. But it could be the weather. It could be the season. I mean, there's 100 things it could be, and I can't figure out either one of them. My hope is once I get them this spring, once I get the chickshaws built, I can get them on the grass and get them foraging and get them eating what they should be eating more naturally like, and hopefully that improves everything, because we're just not, like I said, I'm getting 2 eggs a day, and I like eggs. The other thing I did, and I know I said last year I wasn't going to do this again, but I went ahead and ordered 75 Cornish cross. And the reason for that is because I don't have the chicken to raise right now to fill our freezer for the year. And you know, we're not going to be able to breed and incubate and cross and do everything that we want to do with these 2 breeds in time enough to grow or raise anything worth its mustard before, you know, late summer. And I just figured, yeah, because you're going to have to go at least 16 weeks for them to get to a good butcher weight, and I just don't want to fight it. I know in 8-9 weeks I can get great size birds out of Cornish cross, so I went ahead and ordered 75 of those. They'll be here, I think, the second week of April. And the good thing is I did find another place, another feed mill closer than the one in Virginia. It's only 2.5 hours away from me, and the feed is no soy, non-GMO broiler mix. It's a 19% protein, and it is more than $100 cheaper than it is in Virginia. So I'll definitely be doing business with them this year, and that's where I'll be getting my feed from. And it'll save me not only fuel costs, but also cheaper on the feed cost, because you can't get it here. You can't get it here without a ridiculous amount of money involved in it. And that is if they could even get the grains and stuff like that you would want in a no soy non-GMO mix to get the protein content. So anyways, we'll see how that works out. Good Lord, it's a mess. And I'm trying very hard not to let this stuff overwhelm me. And there's some days that I'm like, I don't know if I can do this or not. I don't know if I can keep up with this. And thank goodness for my friends that do come down and help. You know, they've got a vested interest because one of these pigs are theirs. And, you know, him and his son's been a real big help to me getting a lot of this stuff done. So I'm truly, truly grateful for that. And we're both getting the benefit of getting out and working and getting exercise as well. But more adventures to come from the dumb hillbilly up in the holler here, because my God, I can't believe I keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, so the Lyme disease update. So I got the second blood test done, and both blood tests come back negative. So no Lyme in the blood test, but I went ahead and seen the orthopedic doctor yesterday because I still got some fluid on my knee. And she said, even though both of your blood works for Lyme are negative, she said, we've been finding people having negative blood work for Lyme, but finding Lyme in the joint fluid. So she took off some fluid off of my knee and sent it away for testing. So if it comes back positive for Lyme, then I'll go on antibiotics for 30 days. If it doesn't, if it comes back negative for Lyme, then we'll just chalk it up as arthritis and go on from there. But it's amazing that Lyme has, you wonder if it's what's changed. That, you know, 2 blood tests show it negative, and yet it's showing up in joint fluid and stuff. So something's had to change there. Unless it's just been overlooked all these years, I have no idea. But anyways, here's to hoping it's nothing major. If it is Lyme, I'll take the antibiotics for 30 days and be done with it, hopefully. But Lyme disease will explain a lot, and it sure as heck ain't being fat, lazy, sitting on the couch all the time, because I don't do that. It's raining here, and it's been raining the whole time, by the way, if you haven't noticed. I'm wet here. But you can see we were dry and dusty yesterday. Now we're right back into this again. Hey, come here, demon. Come on, get up here, knucklehead. There's food. Hey, there's food. Come here. Look here. Look, there's food. Your favorite thing. There's food. Come here. Come here. Come here, you big pig. Come here, you big pig. Pig boogers. Come here. Here. Look here. No. Come here. Right. Oh, yuck. Here. Look here. Pigs aren't like dogs. They say they're the 4th most intelligent animal on the planet. I don't know about that. No, guineas and chickens definitely don't even make that list. That's for sure. Hey, you found it. What? Guess what's on the other end of that golden trail? Food. I'm gonna hate to do the deed on these guys, but I tell you what, I do enjoy having them, that's for sure. All right, guys, that's going to be it. It's continuing to rain. I'm getting wetter as I'm standing here. I'll keep you guys updated, hopefully within the next week or so, or definitely before March 7th, and get that daggone shipping container moved and get it down to the bottom of the property. Because I'm going to make dual use of it, not only as storage for some things, but also I'm going to build a kind of lean-to off the one side of it to use as shelter for like hot days and stuff like that. And I'll put it on probably this side or the other. I figured it out. I'll probably put it on the west side. That way they get shade from the most of the hot day and would only get the evening sun on that side. But we'll do it. We'll figure it out. Maybe. All right, guys, get prepared, stay prepared, take care, and God bless.